Hey, Senior Green Thumbs, welcome back to your favorite spot for creative, wallet-friendly gardening. Today we're diving into thrift store magic with over 15 jaw-dropping upcycled planter ideas for your outdoor oasis. These aren't your run-of-the-mill pots. We're talking bold, quirky, and totally unique. From vintage globes to broken chandeliers, stick around to see how to turn thrift store treasures into garden showstoppers. Let's talk about why thrifting is the secret sauce for your garden. Upcycling is eco-friendly, super budget-friendly. Most finds are just $2 to $15 and lets you create one-of-a-kind garden art that'll have your neighbors jealous. For us seniors, thrifting is like a treasure hunt down memory lane, sparking creativity and giving your outdoor space a fresh vibe without breaking the bank. Today, we've got over 15 wild ideas to make your garden the talk of the neighborhood. So, what's the weirdest thrift store find you've ever seen? Drop it in the comments to spark our next project. Kicking off our retro household gems, let's transform a thrifted enamel wash basin into a waterfall planter. Grab one for $5 to $12. Those speckled white or bold red ones scream vintage charm. Drill a few drainage holes to keep plants happy, or add pebbles if you'd rather skip the drill. Paint it vibrant coral, a hot 2025 shade with outdoor spray paint, and seal it with varnish to stand up to rain. Plant trailing petunias for a cascading floral effect that spills over the edges. Perfectly low maintenance for us seniors. Pop a tall salvia in the center for a pop of height. Set this beauty in a sunny garden spot, maybe on a thrifted stool for easy tending. For just a few bucks, you've got a show-stopping planter that's as unique as your green thumb. Keep it simple, water weekly, and watch your garden steal the show. Next up in our retro household gems, let's turn a thrifted rotary phone into a quirky planter. Snag one for $3 to $8. Those chunky, colorful ones from the 70s are pure nostalgia. Carefully gut the insides with a screwdriver, keeping the shell intact, and line it with plastic for waterproofing. Add a few drainage holes or a layer of pebbles to keep roots happy. Paint the exterior in a sleek matte black for a 2025 modern vibe, sealing it with outdoor varnish to brave the elements. Plant succulents like echeveria for a low-maintenance pop of green that thrives with minimal care, perfect for us seniors. Place this retro chic gem on your patio table or a raised stand for easy access. For just a few bucks, you've got a conversation-starting planter that blends vintage charm with garden flair. Water sparingly, bask in the compliments, and let your green thumb shine. Let's keep the retro household gems rolling with a showstopper, the vintage toaster tower planter. Head to your thrift store and hunt for those boxy, chrome-plated toasters from the 50s or 60s. Grab 2 or 3 for $4 to $10 each. These retro beauties are screaming for a garden glow-up. Use a screwdriver to gut the insides, keeping the sturdy shells, and drill a few drainage holes in each base to keep roots happy. If drilling's not your thing, a layer of pebbles works too. Paint them in matte sage green, a trendy 2025 shade, with outdoor spray paint for a modern twist, and seal with outdoor varnish to stand up to rain and sun. Stack the toasters using outdoor adhesive for a secure, vertical tower, then fill each with rich potting mix. Plant fragrant herbs like basil, thyme, or oregano. Low maintenance and perfect for us seniors who love fresh flavors. Place this quirky tower on a patio table or a raised garden stand for easy, no-bend access. For under $30, you've got a space-saving retro chic planter that's a total conversation starter. Water weekly, snip herbs for your recipes, and let your green thumb steal the spotlight. Rounding out our retro household gems, let's shine up a thrifted brass spittoon for a stunning bloom planter. You'll spot these quirky relics at thrift stores for $6 to $15, with their Old West charm and gleaming potential. Pick one with a wide mouth for planting ease. Clean it thoroughly with vinegar to restore that brassy glow. Then drill a few drainage holes in the bottom to keep roots healthy. Pebbles work if drilling's not your style. Polish it with brass cleaner for a steampunk-inspired shine, or paint it glossy mustard yellow, a bold 2025 trend, and seal with outdoor varnish to fend off weather. Fill with potting mix and plant vibrant marigolds. Their sunny blooms pop against the metal and thrive with minimal care. Perfect for us seniors. Set this beauty on a patio table or a thrifted iron stand for easy access. No bending required. For just a few bucks, you've got a head-turning planter that blends vintage swagger with garden flair. Water weekly, deadhead marigolds to keep them blooming, and watch your spittoon steal the show in your outdoor oasis. Kicking off our architectural salvage category, let's turn thrifted wooden shutters into a stunning garden wall planter. Snag a pair of these vintage gems for $8 to $15 at your local thrift store. Look for weathered wood or ornate designs for that rustic charm. Clean them with a damp cloth to remove dust, then paint in a chic midnight blue, a hot 2025 color, using outdoor paint for durability. Seal with varnish to protect against rain and sun. Attach the shutters to a sturdy frame or lean them against a garden fence, securing with brackets for stability. Mount small pots on the slats, think terracotta or recycled tins, and plant cascading lobelia for a waterfall of purple blooms that's low maintenance for us seniors. Position this living wall in a sunny or partly shaded spot, ensuring it's at a height for easy tending. No bending needed. For under $20, you've got a vertical masterpiece that transforms your garden into an art gallery. Water weekly, pinch back lobelia for fuller growth, and enjoy a show-stopping display that'll have everyone asking for your thrifting secrets. Next in our architectural salvage category, let's get creative with thrifted ceramic doorknobs for quirky pots. Scoop up a handful of these beauties for $2 to $5 each at thrift stores. Look for colorful, ornate ones with vintage flair. Clean them with soapy water to make those patterns pop. Using outdoor adhesive, glue the doorknobs into a mosaic pattern on a flat wooden board or thrifted tray, creating a shallow base. Line the gaps with waterproof sealant to hold soil. Fill with a thin layer of potting mix and plant sedums. Those hardy succulents thrive with little care, perfect for us seniors. Paint the board in a trendy 2025 coral shade for a bold backdrop, sealing with outdoor varnish for weatherproofing. Hang this mosaic masterpiece on a garden fence or prop it on a raised stand for easy access. No bending required. For under $15, you've got a stunning textured planter that screams originality. Water sparingly, keep in a sunny spot, and watch these doorknob pots turn your garden into a quirky art display that'll spark endless compliments. Moving on in our architectural salvage category, let's transform a thrifted cast iron radiator section into a bold planter. Find one of these hefty relics at thrift stores or salvage shops for $10 to $20. Look for a narrow, single-panel piece for manageability. Scrub it clean with a wire brush to remove rust, revealing its vintage charm. Drill drainage holes along the bottom to keep roots happy, or layer pebbles if drilling's tricky. Paint it a sleek midnight blue, a top 2025 trend. Using outdoor spray paint for a modern edge, and seal with outdoor varnish to withstand sun and rain. Fill with rich potting mix and plant fragrant lavender. Its low-maintenance care is perfect for us seniors and smells divine. Place this long, narrow planter along a garden path or on a sturdy, raised platform for easy access. No bending needed. For under $25, you've got a rustic industrial masterpiece that elevates your garden's style. Water weekly, trim lavender to keep it tidy, and enjoy a durable, eye-catching planter that'll have your neighbors begging to know your thrifting secrets. Wrapping up our architectural salvage category, Let's turn a thrifted vintage window frame into a dreamy trellis planter. Snag one for $7 to $14 at your thrift store. Look for old wooden frames with chipped paint for rustic charm. Clean it with a damp cloth to remove dust, then paint it a soft sage green, a 2025 favorite, using outdoor paint for durability. Seal with varnish to protect against weather. Lean the frame against a garden wall or secure it with stakes for stability. Hang small terracotta pots from the panes using wire or twine, and plant climbing nasturtiums for vibrant orange blooms that trail beautifully. Low maintenance for us seniors. Position it in a sunny spot, ensuring the base is at a height for easy tending. No bending required. For under $20, you've got a romantic vertical planter that transforms your garden into a storybook scene. Water weekly, guide the nasturtiums to climb, and enjoy a stunning trellis that's as practical as it is gorgeous. Your green thumb just made thrifting history. Kicking off our quirky collectibles category, let's transform a thrifted vintage globe into a worldly hemisphere garden. Snag one for $5 to $12 at your thrift store. Those colorful retro ones are perfect. Carefully cut it in half with a rotary tool, keeping safety goggles on, to create two planting bowls. Line each with sphagnum moss and a plastic liner for waterproofing, adding drainage holes or pebbles to keep roots happy. Paint the outer equator edge in a trendy 2025 gold for a luxe touch, sealing with outdoor varnish to brave the elements. Fill with potting mix and plant lush ferns. Their feathery fronds spill beautifully, and they're low maintenance for us seniors. Hang these hemispheres with sturdy rope or chains in a shaded garden spot. Using a raised hook for easy access, no bending needed. For under $15, you've got a pair of global planters that scream adventure and style. Water weekly, mist ferns for extra love, and watch your garden become a conversation starter that's out of this world. Next in our quirky collectibles, let's score big with a trophy cup cluster planter. Head to your thrift store and gather a few old sports trophies for $3 to $8 each. Look for those shiny silver or gold ones with a victorious vibe. Clean them with a damp cloth to bring out their gleam, then group them together on a thrifted tray or wooden base for a striking display. Fill each cup with potting mix, adding a few pebbles for drainage to keep roots happy. Perfect for us seniors who prefer low-fuss projects. Plant vibrant zinnias, their bold reds and yellows popping against the metal, thriving with minimal care. For a 2025 twist, paint the bases matte midnight blue or leave them polished for retro glam, sealing with outdoor varnish to withstand weather. Place this winning cluster on a patio table or raised stand for easy access. No bending needed. For under $25, you've got a garden centerpiece that celebrates triumph and style. Water weekly, deadhead zinnias to keep them blooming, and share your trophy hunting tales in the comments. Green thumbs. Let's raise the bar together. Moving on in our quirky collectibles, let's craft a ceramic bust planter with timeless appeal. Hunt down a thrifted bust, think philosopher or classical figure, for $6 to $15 at your local thrift store. Seeking one with intricate details. Clean it with soapy water to highlight its features. Then use a drill to carefully hollow out the head, adding drainage holes or pebbles for healthy roots. Perfect for us seniors, with a steady hand or a helping friend. Paint the base in a trendy 2025 emerald green for a bold pop, sealing with outdoor varnish to protect against weather. Fill with potting mix and plant trailing ivy, its lush green tendrils cascading down for a dramatic, classical look that needs little care. Place this elegant planter on a patio table or raised stand for easy tending. No bending required. For under $20, you've got a garden sculpture that blends art with nature. Water weekly, trim ivy to shape it, and share your favorite thrift bust finds in the comments. Wrapping up our quirky collectibles, let's roll into fun with a vintage toy truck bed planter. Scour thrift stores for a metal toy truck, snagging the bed section for $4 to $10. Those rusty red or blue ones bring nostalgic joy. Clean it with a wire brush to remove grime. Then drill a few drainage holes to keep roots thriving. Pebbles work if drilling's not your preference, making it senior-friendly with help if needed. Paint the truck bed a bright coral, a hot 2025 trend using outdoor spray paint, and seal with varnish to battle weather. Fill with potting mix and plant pansies, their cheerful purples and yellows spilling over for a whimsical touch that's low maintenance for us. Place this playful planter in a garden corner or on a raised stand for easy access. No bending required. For under $15, you've got a kid at heart garden accent that's pure delight. Water weekly, deadhead pansies to keep them blooming, and share your favorite toy memories in the comments. Kicking off our lighting and glassware category, let's dazzle with a chandelier crystal cascade planter. Hunt down loose chandelier crystals at thrift stores for $3 to $7 each. Those sparkling prisms are pure elegance. Clean them with a soft cloth to bring out their shine, then suspend them with fishing line, tying secure knots for a floating effect. Fill each crystal with air plants or tiny succulents. No drainage needed since these thrive on minimal water. Perfect for us seniors who love low-effort beauty. Hang this glittering cascade near a window or patio overhang, using a sturdy hook for easy access, no ladder required. For a 2025 twist, leave them natural or add a subtle gold accent with paint, sealing with outdoor sealant to weatherproof. For under $20, you've got a jewel-like display that catches sunlight and turns heads. Next, in our lighting and glassware category, let's light up the garden with a retro lamp base planter. Search thrift stores for a ceramic lamp base, snagging one for $7 to $15. Those mid-century designs with bold shapes are ideal. Remove the wiring and clean it with soapy water to reveal its vintage charm. Drill drainage holes in the bottom or add pebbles to keep roots happy. Perfect for us seniors with a helper if needed. Paint it glossy terracotta, a chic 2025 hue, using outdoor paint, and seal with varnish to withstand rain and sun. Fill with potting mix and plant vibrant geraniums. They're bright reds and pinks, adding a pop of color with minimal care. Place this sculptural planter on a patio table or raised stand for easy access. No bending required. For under $20, you've got a garden focal point that blends retro flair with natural beauty. Water weekly, pinchback geraniums for fuller blooms, and share your favorite lamp finds in the comments. Moving on in our lighting and glassware category, let's craft a glass decanter terrarium for a touch of elegance. Hunt down a thrifted glass decanter with a narrow neck for $3 to $8. Those ornate ones with stoppers are perfect finds. Clean it with warm water to bring out its sparkle, then create a mini ecosystem inside. Add a layer of pebbles for drainage, followed by activated charcoal and potting soil, ideal for us seniors with a steady hand or a friend's help. Plant tiny ferns or moss, sealing with the stopper to retain moisture. No watering needed for weeks. For a 2025 twist, tie a ribbon and coral around the neck or leave it natural, placing it on a patio table or raised stand for easy viewing. No bending required. For under $10, you've got a low-maintenance, jewel-like planter that thrives outdoors. Mist occasionally if the seal loosens, and enjoy its lush glow. Wrapping up our lighting and glassware category, let's glow with a lantern light planter. Scout thrift stores for an old lantern, grabbing one for $6 to $12. Those with glass panels or rustic metal frames are perfect. Remove the glass panes and clean the frame with a damp cloth to shine it up. Line the bottom with wire mesh for drainage, adding a layer of pebbles to keep roots happy. Great for us seniors with a helper if needed. Paint the frame matte black, a sleek 2025 trend, using outdoor paint, and seal with varnish to weatherproof. Fill with potting mix and plant succulents, their hardy nature making them low maintenance and ideal for our green thumbs. Add a solar light inside for a magical evening glow, placing it on a patio table or raised stand for easy access. No bending required. For under $15, you've got a stunning centerpiece that blends light and life. Water sparingly, recharge the solar light with sunlight, and share your brightest thrift finds in the comments. That's a wrap, Senior Green Thumbs. We've transformed over 15 thrift store finds into jaw-dropping garden gems. From vintage globes to sparkling chandelier crystals, all on a budget. Your outdoor oasis is now a masterpiece of creativity and nostalgia, proving thrifting can turn forgotten treasures into garden magic. I loved sharing these quirky ideas, like the trophy cup cluster and lantern light planter, that make your space uniquely yours. Which one's your favorite? Maybe the retro toaster tower or the elegant glass decanter terrarium? Tell us in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you'll try first. For us seniors, these low-maintenance projects bring joy without the hassle. So let's keep those green thumbs thriving. If you love this video, give it a big like, hit that subscribe button, and tap the bell for more thrifty gardening inspo every week. Share your garden glow-ups on YouTube with hashtag SeniorGreenThumbs. We'd love to see your creations.